Hi, this is Elliot Eisenberg of Graphs and Laughs, catching you up to date on the latest in residential sales data in both Hillsborough and Pasco counties. And as always the case, there's simply no inventory out there. It doesn't matter how you measure it. You can measure it in median time to contract. You can measure it in thousands or hundreds of units. You can measure it in months of units. By all three of these measures in both counties, for both single and multifamily units, the inventory is down by about 65 or 70%. It is absolutely profound. And if you look at almost all the data in both counties, it's almost absolutely identical. The one area where there's a little bit of difference is in multifamily sales year-over-year activity. If you look in Hillsborough County, year-over-year sales activity for multifam units are up about 68%. By contrast, in Pasco County, they're up only 35%, still very strong. And if you look at the prices of multifam units vis-a-vis a year ago, you see prices up about 21% in Hillsborough, only 2 or 3% in Pasco. Now that's the only difference. In single fam, prices are the same and activity is the same. In pending sales activity, it's pretty much the same in both counties as well. It's just in this one particular area of multifam, I think something probably happened a year ago, the lockdown perhaps, that may have affected Pasco more strongly than Hillsborough County. That's it. Otherwise, both counties are doing great and there's simply no inventory across the board. Nationally, things are terrific. They really are. Q1 turned out to have growth of over 6%, 6.4, and maybe upgraded to 6.5 before we're through. And Q2 is going to be even better, 9%, possibly even 10%. And the remaining 2 quarters, the second half of 2021, is also going to be great, 8%, 7%. This is going to be the best year of economic growth since at least 1984. Absolutely terrific. The threat to the economy right now is inflation. And there are 2 types of inflation that we're experiencing right now. The first is base effect inflation. And what that says is if you compare prices now, May or April or March, recently, to what they were a year ago in March or April or May, there's a big difference. And there's a big difference because prices then were much lower than they are now because we were in lockdown at that point a year ago. So airplane tickets were cheap and hotels were cheap and restaurants were cheap and all that sort of stuff. It isn't that prices are so high now, it's that they were very low then. That base effect a year ago is what's affecting the price. It's not giving us indication of how bad inflation is now. It's what deflation was doing a year ago. Ignore those inflationary impacts. They're going to go away pretty soon. By August or September, they'll be gone. The other type of inflation that we're experiencing is bottleneck, and we see that. You want to buy a refrigerator, you want to get some tin or some copper or an air conditioner or some chicken wings even. Everything's on back order. Trucks are on back order, and that's causing prices to rise. Cars, you can't get semiconductors to build cars, so cars aren't being built so much. They're laying off workers and so on. So the price of new cars and used cars is going up. But this too is going to end because at some point bottlenecks no longer are bottlenecks. So this is a temporary problem, and the central bank is jawboning the Wall Street very hard on this and telling them, we don't believe either of these inflationary effects are very meaningful. They're both going to go away. They're both temporal in the phraseology of the central bank, and we can see the 10-year Treasury actually declining in price from about 1.75 a month ago to about 1.6 today. So Wall Street is believing this because they have faith in the central bank. And hopefully this was what comes to pass. And early next year, these inflationary pressures go away and the central bank doesn't have to raise rates prematurely. This is the last thing we need. There's no indication it's going to happen, and the Fed is all in on their strategy. That's it for now. See you next month.